Majority of the parents, they tell their children what to do and what not to do. One of it is using bad words in their speech. While they are speaking, no bad words. But how many parents that tell their children to not speaking bad words? For example, don't say pig, don't say dog to someone. But otherwise, they are okay to abuse others in verbal. For example, what I used to experience when I was a kid is racism. How many parents that tell their children don't say the word pig, don't say the word dog, but they forgot to tell their children don't say keling to Indians and don't say what amoy. Maybe some people okay with it, some people not. It is just the labels of racism, and this is not profanity, this is not bad words, but this is a part of abusement. So this is what we are going to discuss in this video. You are watching Analyzing Mozart Thoughts. Let's start the session. Talking bad words is wrong. I agree, morally, ethically, it is wrong, and in our society it is really wrong. But we are not looking the bad thing that is worse than using these bad words in our daily life. For example, when we go to a restaurant, then our elders, they calls a waiter like hey. Hey is not a bad words, but that way it might hurt their feelings. It is not a respected way to call a waiter. That's number one. And not only this, how many people they are doing jokes in the name of body shaming? Their body shaming, they didn't use bad words, but their words are abuse. So when people using bad words, they become triggered. But when people are using decent words, but the context is abusing someone, people not get triggered and they are just okay with it. People are looking at the text to judge instead of context. This is also called judging a book by its cover. So when people make fun of a person's body appearance, people will like, oh, this is just a joke. But when people say bad words in the context, why you use bad words? So this is the major mistakes. Profanity is using bad words not to harm anybody, not to address anybody, not to hurt anybody's feelings. But abuse is directly or indirectly abusing and hurting their feelings. This is a lot more disgusting than speaking bad words. But people, they are just okay with it. They just let it go. Not only this, how many of us that experience unnecessary questions? These unnecessary questions, they are a lot more disgusting than talking bad words. For example, if you go to someone that is nearly 24, 25 age and they are maybe 27, and if a person goes to them and asks, dude, have you married yet? So when will you get married? This is unnecessary question, and this is the cheapest character who have it will do that thing. I will give you other examples. Go to married couples and ask why you didn't have children yet, why you didn't make babies yet, like this. And once there people that are 50 plus asking why you are not dead yet, why you are still alive. So this is type of things that comes in decent words. The text is crystal clear and decent, but the context is abuse and it hurts people's feeling. So if you say profanity, the using bad words is wrong, then you have to agree that abusing is also wrong. But people, they're looking only this side, that look at the text, but when the context comes in, they don't really care, because it is covered and layered with decent texts, but the context is nothing but rubbish and abusement, which really hurts people's feeling. And this is the worst thing a person can do to another. Imagine there are two packages in front of you. One, a gold cubic which is covered with shit. Another one is a shit which is covered with gold. So a immature person, they will say the gold that are covered with shit is shit, and the shit that is covered with gold is beautiful. But those who are wise, they will say both are shit, this outside, this inside. This is also the problem with profanity and abusement. In profanity, people see the bad words as text, but most probably it doesn't hurt anybody. If you go somewhere and say, God damn it, it doesn't affects anybody. It doesn't abuse anybody. It doesn't mean to be anybody, mean to anybody. So it's not a big problem. But if you are saying that to someone, even you are ugly, the tree is not a bad word, but people are normalizing it. By using it, it can harm and hurt others' feelings. Have you ever thought about that? No. So, as a wise person, if you want to say profanity is wrong, then you have to admit that abusing with decent text, but the context is abusing, it is also wrong, and it is a big wrong than this one. This is what I believe. This is a lot more disgusting than using profanity. So you might have a question: am I actually triggering? So you voice out, you fight against this verbal abuse? The answer is yes. That is actually what I am doing. See, if I come to you and say, hey, don't verbal abuse someone, even though you didn't use bad words, it is a disgusting thing. It is the worst thing. If I say like that, you might, who's this guy? Why should I listen to him? You might go like that. But if I say something like, if I say bad words is good, only then you will come. And then you will realize, not only bad words, harming, abusing, shaming, anything that, even though the text is decent, the text doesn't have bad words, but the context is abusing, is harming, is shaming anyone, is pointing a finger in bad way to anyone, it is also wrong. So for example, we can see some fake gods, people who declare themselves as God. So if you go to their followers and say, dude, he is just a human, don't be fooled, they will say, dude, come on, he's a god, come on. They will fight against us. But if we ask them some questions, so does your god can fly high? So wait, your god eat like other humans? Oh, your god go to bathroom like other humans? So your god don't have any superpowers? And then their followers will say, he's just a human, dude, come on, of course he do what he do. And then we can ask them back, so why do you worship? Of course he's a fake god, he's lying to you. Doesn't you open your mind and see? So this is how sometimes we have to do the bad things, so people will open their eyes and realize another bad things. And that's what I'm actually doing. And lastly, for those who says that using bad words is a sin, yes, I agree, using bad words is a sin. As a Muslim, it is a bad thing that is prohibited in religion, and God doesn't like it. And there is actually a big sin. It is not a small sin. But I do have a question. Why people voice out for using bad words, but they normalize other big sins? For example, watching a girl without hijab is a sin. Watching a girl just for fun, without any intention, without any reason, is a sin. But people normalize that thing. How many people let television be inside their house? How many people bring Netflix, view drama Korea, blah blah blah, Amazon Prime, blah blah blah? How many people are allowing these things to enter their house? Are you not aware that that is also a major sin? So using bad words is a major sin. Doing these things is also a major sin. Why you questions this but you normalize this? Either watching pornography or watching a shampoo advertisement, both are sin. Both are prohibited in religion. You cannot just simply look at women just like that. You have to take away your look when those things, from those things. So why you normalize some and you follow some? Why you didn't take religion as a whole but you take a part? I know the reason, I know the answer. You want me to say it? Fine. Because what you want, which you follows on your religion, it doesn't block your lust desires. But which you doesn't follow your religion, you doesn't follow it because it blocks your lust desires. Yeah, that's the truth. For example, if you want entertainment because you are tired of work, stress, blah blah blah, a good entertainment for a good Muslim is ibadah, reciting Al-Quran, prayers. These things are the entertainment for a real Muslim. So if you are really a good Muslim, why are you allowing these things enter your house at first? This is major sin, not small sin, not macro. It is a big sin. So you don't care about that, but you care about it. So that's my question. You're talking about sin. I know we as a human being, we are not perfect. We cannot be missed from sins, but are we really care about it? Because I didn't see anything that tries to overcome the sins, tries to avoid. I didn't see anything. People are normalizing it. When one apps come, they will add another. Maybe some houses, some home, they didn't have television, but they have mobile phones. They're watching everything there, YouTube, everything. Not only watching movies in theaters is a big sin. Watching in smartphones is also a sin. And some people watching in pirates, that's double sin. Because you stole it and then you see it. Maybe you want some pay money and you buy from a legal way. This is something you can escape, but no, people don't do that. Yeah. So this is my question. If you really care about sin, why you take some, why you leave some? Take religion as a whole. Don't take as a part. Don't decide which one you want, which one you don't want. You have to follow everything. And I know I'm also not a good one, but we will try to try these things. We will try to avoid. We will try to make ourselves better. So that's the video. You're watching Analyzing Musa Talks. We'll meet in the next video. Until then, see you.